Okay, Ishan Khemka.
Yes, my name is Ishan Khemka. I study in class 6. I live in Kolkata in West Bengal.
And your hobbies?
My hobbies are playing cricket and I am an all-rounder.
Very good. I was also an all-rounder before I became a monk. Good. Anvi?
Hi, my name is Anvi and I study at La Martiniere for Girls. I'm in class 6. My hobbies are reading, writing stories, and speaking on various problems in the world. Like, I want to change the world basically to solve all these problems.
Which are the most difficult problems in the world today?
Gender inequality, climate pollution,
Yes.
and terrorism. And more importantly, COVID-19.
Okay, you can start with Kolkata. And then we can expand the entire nation.
Cleanliness in Kolkata, the quality of roads.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can start by improving Kolkata, I think.
We need volunteers like Anvi.
Okay, very, very nice.
Thank you.
Avishi, so tell us something about yourself. What are your hobbies?
My name is Avishi and I study in the Martiniere for Girls. I'm in class 3. I like to play basketball.
And riddles? You remember that?
No, Guruji, she is actually my niece, Avishi.
Okay, the other one. The other one.
Yeah, Shivya is just joining.
Shivya. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Anvi and Avishi. Krishnav.
Yes.
Just introduce yourself to everyone else.
Okay. Well, my name is Krishnav and I study in class 6. And my hobbies are building Lego and playing video games.
Good.
Oh, and I also enjoy swimming.
Nice. Very nice. Samaira.
My name is Samaira and I'm in class 6 and I enjoy playing basketball and gymnastics.
You are from Kolkata?
Yes.
Very nice. Which school?
La Martiniere.
Oh, a lot of you are from the same school. Anyone from the same class also? Just, do you all know each other? Anybody knows any other person on the... Anvi, who do you know?
I know Radhya, I know Shivya, Avishi, Samaira.
Great. Good. Samaira also. Nice, thank you. Neha.
See, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam. So, which school do you go to?
Sir, my name is Neha. I'm her mother. Her name is Kirti. And this one is too much shy, but she loves to learn few good things.
Okay.
Pranam. And we do, like, sir, as you can see the painting, beautiful painting.
Okay.
This is handmade. It's not painting.
Very nice.
Of Radha Krishna. So we are very much into this. But this one is a little bit out of line.
No, it's okay. That's why we are here.
Say we are in class 4.
I am stay on class 4.
Stay I did in class 4. Sit straight.
I'm reading on class 4.
And I stay in Kolkata city.
I stay Kolkata.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. We'll just quickly do it. Then I'll share something with all of you because it's an introductory class. Ayan Dhanuka, are you there? A lot of the... Okay. Mirka, you want to speak? Yes.
I just wanted to say I do know somebody here. I know my brother Advait. Yeah, my name is Mirka Bhartia. I'm from Pune and my hobbies are gymnastics and debate and rope malkham.
What is the third one?
Rope malkham.
What is that? I don't know.
It's basically where people climb the rope and do stunts on a rope.
Okay, rope. Now I understood. Okay, all right.
Come.
Shivya. Yes. Shivya, your mic is on.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Shivya. I study in class 3. I am in Lamartine and I love reading books and watching screen.
Good. Do you know Radhya and Avishi?
Yes, I know Anviji, I know Samaira Di, I know Sharan, I know Kapish, I know Sanvi.
Very nice. That's good.
And I know you also.
Thank you. So we'll have more riddles when I come back to Kolkata. Maybe during the classes also. Okay. Ayan, you had just switched on your video. Would you like to speak? Yes.
My name is Ayan. I'm in class 4 and my hobbies are football, cricket and video game.
Very nice. Very nice. Great. Anyone else? Shaurya, Aman?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good,
Your
good
video
morning,
is
sir.
on. Your video is
Yes,
on.
sir. I'll just try to turn it on in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So my name is Shaurya Agrawal. I live in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. I go in the Sanskar Valley School, and I'm really into Mahabharat. Like in the lockdown, there was this. I think my grandmother used to watch Mahabharat on TV, and sometimes I used to sit with her, and then I got really interested in it. So that's why I'm with you. I'll even try to understand the Gita.
Great, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Aman, Shaurya,
Yes.
yes, you can introduce yourself. Switch on your.
My name is Aman. I'm in grade 6.
Which school?
I'm in Singapore American School.
And what are your hobbies?
And my hobbies are playing chess and playing video games.
Video games seems to be quite common, huh? So did this become your hobby during the lockdown or earlier also? It was there.
After the lockdown.
I can make out. Ridan?
Hi, my name is Ridan. I'm in grade 6 and my video games are playing football and video games.
And which school?
Mahindra International School.
Kolkata?
No, Pune.
Pune. Okay. Great. Rutra Tej, Nidhi, Advait, there is somebody, Rupa, Agarwal, Amor. Would you all like to share something?
Oh, yes. So, my name is Advait Bhartiya, and my sister might have herself as Meerka.
Yeah, she's there.
Actually, so my internet isn't so good since I'm not in a urban place.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You can hear better.
Yeah, so I can't turn on my camera. And yeah, my hobbies are playing football, dogs, and video games.
All right, all right. Sanvi, did you introduce yourself or then we can just go ahead? Sanvi, your mic is off.
Guruji, can I take the liberty of introducing Shaurya? He's just struggling with his microphone, and as soon as he will come in the meeting, I will exit the meeting.
That's all right.
We are from Bhopal, and it was thanks to Sumedha that we got this opportunity. So my son Shaurya is studying in grade 6 in the Sanskar Valley School in Bhopal itself. His hobbies include reading and watching Formula 1. That's what he's telling me right now. All right.
That's all right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So are you all excited about the classes?
Yes.
So when you go to school, you know, this lecture is happening. That what are you all expecting me to speak to you? Why do you think you are here?
To learn about our religion.
Scripture? Yes, to learn about our scriptures. So since this is the first class, maybe I'll just share one or two things with all of you and then we'll take it forward from there. So who is your favorite character among all? From the scriptures, you must be knowing about Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, Bhagavatam. Who is your most favorite character? You can just raise your hand and speak. Anyone wants to share the favorite character from Ramayana or Mahabharata or Gita or Bhagavatam? Anyone? All right, let me ask.
So me, short
Yes,
of
sure, yeah. Yes, who is your favorite?
Sir, mine is Bhishma Pitama.
Bhishma, very nice. So I'll come back to you. So how many of you know about Hanuman?
Sir, I do.
All of you, right? Hanuman seems to be the most famous one. And which color is he generally?
Which color?
Same color?
Orange. Pink color.
Orange, okay.
Yellow.
Yellow.
A shade of orange. Yeah.
Have you?
I think orange, orangish.
Okay.
So white.
White. Yes, Shivya, you're right. But we generally, when we go to Hanuman temple, we mostly see him orange. But have you ever seen orange monkeys? Has anybody come across orange monkeys? Then why is Hanumanji colored red? Why is he orange always? Anybody knows the story?
Because no, sir.
Want to know? Why is Hanuman
Yes, sir.
colored red? All right. So, you know, Hanumanji was a very, very special servant of Lord Ramchandra. In Ramayana, we read about Lord Ramchandra, and Hanumanji, his life was seva. He used to serve Lord Ramchandra, and he was so eager. And if you want to serve somebody, like if you want to serve your parents, how do you know that your service to them is successful? How do we understand that you have actually done a good service to your parents? By what symptoms do you understand? How do you understand if you're serving some? Shivya, your mic is off if you're speaking something. How do we know that?
They say if I'm doing a good service to them, they
Pardon?
can say.
Pardon?
They can say.
Sharna, please ये gate बंद कर दो, light on कर दो.
They can say, yeah. So
और फिर मेरे को वो दे दो, मोजे.
when they are pleased with
And
us,
they will be also be pleased.
when they are pleased with us, then we should know that our service to them is a success. But if they are not pleased with us, how much ever we do, then that is not considered seva or service. So Hanumanji's life was only how to please Lord Ram. 24/7, he was only thinking about it. And he's actually whitish, they say, or maybe brownish, like the other monkeys you see. But one day he entered the room of Mother Sita. And Mother Sita was dressing herself up. And you know, you must have seen your mothers also doing sometimes, mothers, grandmothers at home. They put sindoor.
Yeah.
On their head, right?
My mother doesn't put.
So Mother Sita was doing that. And Hanumanji went there and he's standing with his folded hands. And he asked Mother Sita, what are you doing? She said, I'm getting ready. I have to go and see Lord Ram. And what are you putting in your hair? She's thinking, if I tell him this is Sindhu, this is somebody who is married, they put in their hair, and this is symbolic. So he will not understand. Because where do the monkeys ever get married? Have you seen a monkey's wedding? Have you ever been to a monkey's wedding?
No.
You want to organize one?
No.
It can never be an organized
Say
one.
yes.
It can never be an organized. Have you ever seen the monkeys jumping from one thing to the other? Can it be ever an organized wedding? No.
No.
So she was thinking, what will this Hanuman understand about marriage, about Sindhur? So she tried to figure out what to tell him. Then she said, all right, oh, actually this color, if I put it on my hair, on my head, then Lord Ram is happy. It makes Lord Ram happy when he sees this red color on my head. And Hanumanji was ecstatic. Oh, so he went to the market and he saw a shop which was selling colors, orange color, red color. He just jumped into that bag and just covered himself fully with that red color, orange color, whatever it was. And then he was happy. And in that condition, he came to the court of Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ram is sitting with all his commanders and ministers, and they were discussing something serious. And here enters Hanuman, fully covered in red. And everybody started laughing. Imagine you enter your classroom tomorrow, fully covered in red. What will your classmates do?
They laugh.
They'll laugh, they'll make fun of you. And as soon as Hanuman entered, they all had a hearty laughter. And they were laughing. And even Lord Ramchandra is thinking, what happened to Hanuman today? Because initially they could not recognize who this person was. But when he came closer, they understood, this is Hanuman. So Hanumanji was asked by Ram, what happened, Hanuman? Why are you covered in this red color? So Hanuman, what a beautiful reply he gave. Guess what reply he must have given.
To make you happy.
So you are partially right, Anvi. What else? What did he cover himself fully? He could have done
Red
it.
color.
Why he could have just put something on his head also, like Mother Sita. It was to make Ram happy. Why did he cover himself fully?
Because he wanted to make Ram very happy.
True. Yes. Perfect. So Hanuman said, my dear Lord, I saw that Mother Sita was putting this little color on her head and she told me this makes you happy. So I thought, what if I cover myself fully with this red color? How much happiness you will get. So thinking like that, I covered myself fully. And that is the reason when you go to a Hanuman temple, you see him colored in red. That is the symbol of his great love for the Lord. Do you have Hanuman temples in Kolkata, Bhopal?
Yes, sir.
So next time when you go, you can remember this incident. This is Hanuman. And he is known as one of the greatest servants of Lord Ramchandra. So we all go to Hanuman, and so many of us might be reciting Hanuman. Does anybody know Hanuman Chalisa? No. Maybe we'll try and learn it. Maybe we'll. You all want to learn gradually? Maybe we'll.
Yes, sir.
So we'll maybe try and learn some things also. Maybe learn some shlokas from the Gita or Ramayana or Bhagavatam. We'll chant few verses every time we meet. And we'll discuss some stories, and whatever else we can do, we'll try to make it more and more interesting. And we'll learn some facts also about our culture, the festivals, the holy places. We all should be aware of our rich spiritual heritage. So most of the people in India, they go to Hanuman temples, they just break some coconut and they come back, or they pray. Or even if they chant Hanuman Chalis, some just pray to Hanuman, he will protect us from ghosts and this and that. He is there to protect. He's a very, very special person. And he's very, very dear to Lord Ram. And he has so much love. And that is why the Lord loves him. When will the Lord start loving us? When we start loving him. And when he loves us, when we serve him. And this is one of the ways in which we are going to give him so much pleasure. Imagine, okay, Radhya, if you come to know that every Sunday there is a group of, now just to make you understand how this activity, like we are meeting on Sunday, every Sunday we'll meet, and how will this give greater pleasure to Lord Ram or Lord Krishna? Just like imagine, say Radhya is there. So Radhya, put your mic on. Now you come to know that every week some 50 people gather in one building to talk about you. Good things. Just to talk about your good qualities, just to discuss about you. How would you feel? How would you feel? Good. You will feel happy. You will be grateful to these people, right? Similarly, just see, when we are coming together and we're going to be discussing about God, we are going to be discussing about the culture that he has given. This will also make him happy, this simple activity. And when he's happy, we also experience a lot of happiness in our life. So Hanumanji is giving so much pleasure, so much happiness. So the Lord is also reciprocating. But there is one incident in Ramayana which is very instructive, and this is the only incident where Hanuman, although he's very dear, generally you don't chastise your dear ones, but he was chastised. He was scolded by Lord Ram. Anybody knows that incident? Only one incident where he was chastised. And through that incident, Lord Ramchandra taught a very powerful lesson to all of us.
No, sir.
Okay. So, you all know a little bit of Ramayana? Everybody knows a little
Yes,
bit.
sir.
You must
Yes.
have watched the TV serial. So, you know, when towards the end, Lord Ramchandra had to go to Lanka. So there was an ocean in between India and Lanka. There was an ocean and he had to cross that. And there were no airplanes at that time per se, just like we have today, and no ships. So how did they decide to cross over to the other side?
They made a
By
bridge.
using rocks.
Yeah,
Yes.
they made a bridge.
That would float.
Yeah.
So this was like a very unique type of bridge that they wanted to build. There was no technology that they could erect pillars and that.
They on each rock they wrote Ram.
Yes, yes, I'm coming to that point. Thank you. What's your name?
Amor.
Amor, okay. So, you know, all the monkeys, they were getting big rocks, putting in the ocean. And because of Lord Ram's name written on those rocks, they were floating. So there are different versions. Some say there were two monkeys in Lord Ram's army. They were known as Nal and Neel, and they had that power by which they could invest all the rocks with potency and they would start floating. And somewhere it is also mentioned, there are different versions of Ramayana where they were writing Lord Ram's name and the stones would float because of that power. So Hanumanji and all the monkeys were getting big boulders and putting in the ocean and they were floating. There was also a squirrel close by. You know what is a squirrel? Huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And so the squirrel looked at all this and she also wanted to help Lord Ram in building the bridge. She also started pushing little pebbles into the ocean with her little tiny feet. And when Hanuman came, he saw this. What is this? What nonsense are you doing? Just get out of my way. What will your pebbles do? Look at us. We need these rocks. Just get lost. And Lord Ramchandra was hearing all this. And he got really angry at Hanuman. He said, what the hell are you doing? He said, what is this, Hanuman? Why are you chastising her? Why are you scolding her? And the squirrel was hiding in one corner. She was scared of Hanuman when Hanuman spoke like that. But Lord Ramchandra came in between. He said, Hanuman, what is this? Why are you speaking to her in such an angry manner? This is not right. And you know, Hanumanji is the greatest servant. He has done so much service. He went and found where Mother Sita was and he's been leading the army. But even he got chastised for his mistake. And then Lord Ram said, you are doing your best. Right? Hanuman, you are doing your best as per your capacity. The squirrel is doing her best. She may be putting little pebbles into the ocean. You are putting big rocks. You are doing as per your capacity. She's doing as per her capacity. In my eyes, both are the same. Because both of you are doing your best. So as long as we do our best, we should know and we should be happy. Because generally sometimes we tend to compare ourselves with others, isn't it? Oh, he's best in this, she is best in this. But all of us have our strengths and weaknesses. So somebody else may be better than us in something, but we also should know we are better in something than that person. So there should never ever be a comparison, especially God will never judge us. Lord Krishna, Lord Ramchandra, they never judge us as long as we are doing our best. So they never compare and they just see the intention. As per our capacity, as much as we can do, we should do. and leave the rest. Effort. So in God's eyes, we are not considered a success for the results. In this world, everything is result oriented, isn't it? 100 marks, 99, 88. How many of you get like 90 plus? Always. I never really got 90%. And nowadays, all the children are like 99, 98 and 80. And somebody gets 88 and they are crying. And there is another category of students who are just happy if they somehow can manage 33 or 40. And they're happier than those who are actually getting 90 plus. Just see how the world is. So that comparison should always be avoided, knowing that God will judge us only as per our intention and if we are doing our best. And that's the kind of consciousness we should have towards others as well. If their intentions are right and if they're doing their best, we should be happy. So very, very instructive pastime. And then what did the Lord do? You know, you have seen that squirrel. Ever held it in your hands? Tried?
No, sir.
So after that, after Hanumanji was chastised, he became very humble and he begged forgiveness. He was standing in one corner. And then Lord Ramchandra picked up that squirrel in his hands. And he started moving his fingers on the back of this squirrel. And since then, if you have noticed a squirrel, there are certain lines on her back. Since then, because of Lord Ramchandra's fingers on her back, all the squirrels after that started having those lines. Previous to that, they didn't have. As a mark of the Lord's mercy upon a squirrel. So Lord Ramchandra is teaching a very powerful lesson that all of us will have different capacities, our strengths, and we should never judge others. If they are weak in something, we should not make fun of them, just like Hanuman was doing. And at the same time, we must do our best. We must focus on our strengths without comparing with others. Each one of us will have certain strengths, certain weaknesses. Strengths, we should be very grateful to the Lord for whatever strengths, our intelligence, abilities, everything, like so many blessings we have in life. So every day we should make it a point, at least we learn to thank the Lord for whatever He has blessed us with, starting with our family and all the facilities that we have. You know, when I was studying, I was your age or maybe lesser than that. We used to have school books where the lessons were like when you get up in the morning, first you offer pranams to Mother Earth, then you go out, you offer pranams to your parents, and then you touch your other elders' feet at home. Does anybody do that nowadays? We must inculcate that habit that as soon as we get up, we offer pranams to our elders, starting with our family members, parents, grandparents. And the best way is you can say pranam also, you can touch their feet. But the best form of pranam, you can just say Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Krishna, ya Sita Ram, whatever you're comfortable with. Then you are starting your day on a very, very special note, starting with the Lord's name. And anything that begins by remembering the Lord, whether it is your day, your any other endeavor in life, that is bound to be successful by the Lord's blessing. So we need two things in life. Remember this. One is our hard work. How will these sessions help us eventually? Because we all want to be successful, isn't it? We want to be successful in life. We want to be happy. Is there anybody who is working hard to fail? Is there anybody who is working hard to be under stress? No, we are all working hard to be happy, to be successful. But to be successful, we need two things in life. What are those? Guess. One is our hard work.
Hard work and God's blessings.
Yes. So second is God's grace. So hard work, all of you are doing. How many of you study like 6-7 hours a day during your exams? During exams.
I have done it once for Hindi and all that I'm really bad at, but I don't do it now.
Okay. And how many of you study like 5 hours during exams? 4 hours? 3, 2, 1. How many of you don't study at all? Shivya, you? Shivya and Kavish are saying that they don't study at all. So who writes your exam then? Your mother?
No, I just do random answers and somehow I always get full marks.
Wow. So you just put a disclaimer before you speak to anyone like this, not to be tried at home. You all can continue to study and don't do random answers, but good if you can do that. So we need two things. One is our effort, our endeavor in life, not just when we are children, even when we grow up, but also God's grace. And these sessions will help us fetch that grace when we are trying to connect to our spiritual culture, spiritual heritage. Okay, how many of you know about Michael Jackson? Okay, Ronaldo, the football player.
I know.
All right. Okay. So how many of you know about Surdas ji? Tulsidas? Just Anvi.
I have a book about Tulsidas.
Okay, so that is why we have gathered here. Every Sunday we'll discuss something related to our culture, from the Gita, from other scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata, the holy places. I'll take you on a tour to holy places also virtually. You'll want to visit, and everything related, all these stories related to that, so that if we ever visit those places with our family, we know what it is all about. Just like from today, when you visit Hanuman's temple, you would know why this is colored red. And what did Lord Ram teach through that example of squirrel and Hanuman, his greatest servant? Don't compare, don't judge, do your best, and he will be happy. And by his happiness, the grace comes into our life. And when that grace is there, then all our endeavors will be a success because of his blessings. Hare Krishna. Any questions? So we'll meet next Sunday at 11 sharp. So we'll keep the class, say 45 minutes, not more than that, 45 minutes. Not longer than that. Any questions?
No, sir.
Hope you all didn't get bored.
No.
So
No, sir.
Do you know magic?
You know magic?
Do you know magic?
No, I'll show you in the next few sessions. I'll show you the magic. The greatest magic I'll show you.
Can you show it to us today?
Not today, not in the first session. You yourself will realize the kind of magic I do. Dhire, 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 slowly.
Is it boring?
The magic?
Yeah.
No, not my magic. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. Sumedha ji, any last words you want to share with everyone?
I am quite speechless.
You all want to say something? So we'll
Loved
have
everyone's enthusiasm.
We'll have an exciting journey, and we'll get to know a lot more about our culture. That's why we have started these sessions, because everything else is available on many platforms, but this is something that not many people are doing. So we'll try and get to know our culture as much as we can, and every aspect of our culture that makes India a great country, especially in terms of spirituality. Because spirituality, when it comes to spirituality, India is still the leader. The whole world looks up to India. The whole world is now running after meditation, Ayurveda, yoga, kirtan. Where is this coming from? This is all coming from our culture. So we should realize the great wealth we have, and we'll try to explore it and collect as many jewels as possible, the gems, the Vedic gems. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
God bless all of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.